what a day today it's been. Um, I just have to share this with you that I just hosted an opportunity call for my company with one of my team members. And as part of those calls, what you usually do, if you're not familiar, is you invite people to come onto the call to share their testimonials or experiences of things that they've noticed since they started using the product. And disclaimer, we don't make any medical claims because we can't. We don't make any claims to cure any diseases or any of those kind of things. What the typical disclaimer is, I don't have it in front of me, but no medical claims, not making any medical claims. But when you hear somebody come onto a call and they've been to their doctor um, in the past, and then they've been told by their doctor that a test result came back with a certain number on it, and that certain number could not go back to a previous number, it could only advance to a further number. And then you go back, you do a repeat and have blood tests done again. And when those blood tests results come back, the number has in fact gone backwards, and the doctor is gobsmacked and can't explain it. And the patient is gobsmacked and delighted because they thought that it was only going to be a progression and not a regression, I guess, for lack of a better word. Um, how life changing is that? And I mean, I do have a lot of respect for our doctors. They spend many, many years studying, they do their absolute damnedest to understand the human body and the things that go wrong with it and the ways that it can be repaired. But they are steered down quite a narrow path of solutions. And oftentimes, when solutions are, off um, that path that they've been steered down, it's hard to explain when those alternatives make a difference to the mindset of the path that they've been trained to be on. And it's just such an incredible thing because we don't know everything. It doesn't matter how experienced we are in our fields, how much knowledge we have. There's always something to learn, to uncover. I mean, the universe is vast, vast. They're discovering new things in science all the time, every day. Things that we just don't get to hear about, they're doing studies on and making discoveries about. And some of those things that I'm actually privy to and so grateful and so blessed that this fell in my lap nearly a year ago. And then to be on calls where you hear somebody, again, that's not claiming that they've received a cure, but that the thing that they've been doing is the only thing that's different to what they were doing when they got that first number at the doctor's. And it's just I sent her a message after the call, and when she was saying the results that she'd gotten on the call, I just could feel full body goosebumps, the ones that start at the back of your neck and then they just travel down and you can feel them like prickles all down your legs. That's exactly what happened to me when I heard her results on that call. And so afterwards, I reached out to her and just let her know just how thrilled I am, that I, literally nearly feel like crying because, when things are deemed to be unanswerable or deemed to be unreversible or deemed to be unfixable or unsolvable, and there's a glimmer of hope or a glimmer of light or a slight change in the right direction, like what is the price that you put on that? So just wanted to share that. It has been the most amazing, phenomenal day today. I what did I do this morning? What did I do this morning? I got up. We did a few things this morning, and then had a couple of people come over from my local community today to trial a couple of our frequency devices, which was just lovely. And then yeah, it was just I had a good catch up with. We had a call that announced more information about our Thailand trip that's coming up, and then straight after that call, jumped on with my co-host of our webinar tonight. We just had a practice session and discussed a few things, and then yeah, had a couple of beautiful ladies from my local community come over and experience our devices, and then have had a bit of a catch. Lily and I went for a walk, which was just lovely. We discovered this. We know that we've got a beautiful, pristine little creek a couple of kilometres up the road from us, and we just found a different little walkway down into that area of that particular creek that we haven't discovered before. We took Ziggy with us for the walk, so she was most excited to get in the water, even though it's freezing, and just so beautiful. So I'll actually put some photos up on Facebook of that later. But yeah, just had amazing walk, and then have come home this afternoon and gotten ready for the call tonight. I'm going to go have some dinner now, but yeah, just wanted to jump on and just share. Oh, that's why I do what I do. It's just because how do you put a price on these things, and how do you, um, what a difference that's going to make to her life, to her family's life, potentially longevity, who knows? But it just opens up that possibility, and that's really what life is all about, isn't it? Is discovering possibilities and discovering options and choices and ideas and opportunities that may not have been available to us previously. And such a gift and such a blessing, and I'm so grateful to be here. So if you've been watching along, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you for spending your time with me. It means the world to me, because time is the most precious thing that we have. And I look forward to catching up with you tomorrow for my Facebook Live. And just, yeah, so grateful to be here. Have a great night, guys. Catch you later.